Today I'm going to talk to you about ice cream vans. So at my dad's funeral back in April 2025, it was an incredible celebration of his life. My little sister pulled off a showman's performance. We all thoroughly enjoyed it. Anyone who was there or even attended online could tell you what an amazing event it was. And then we moved to the burial area, and that was done in Jamaican style with singing and digging, and yeah, we dug, we had extra shovels. We sang, and then we moved on to the wake, and by that time we were probably all rather hungry, and we ate together. And then when we had finished eating, Tony, the ice cream van of Sittingbourne, he arrived playing his music, attracting the children and the adults. And the truth is that I had not told our venue that ice cream van was coming, because obviously they were being paid for the catering. And they said that it wasn't allowed to bring other stuff in. They said you can bring a cake if you want to, and okay, fine. So knowing how my dad was, there was an element of, let's see what we can get away with. So we ordered Tony the ice cream van. We knew that he would be paid well for arriving, and hopefully we could get enough ice cream served to people before we were told that was completely against the rules and he'd have to leave. That's what we were processing. Anyway, actually, the Appleyard people were delighted. They came and enjoyed an ice cream, and it was a wonderful celebration. I know my dad would appreciate doing something that kids, because there were a lot of kids for a funeral, his grandchildren. The kids were excited. I was excited. I love the ice cream van. And it was just a wonderful feature of that day. It was someone's birthday. She'd still come to the funeral, and she said it was one of the best birthdays she'd had in ages, being with our family. It was wonderful. Anyway, why am I telling you this? Well, I recently went to the first funeral since my dad's funeral. And it was a very respectful, fairly sombre thing. The celebration of her life was very different from our celebration of my dad's life, and it was completely appropriate. It really was fitting for her. And we then went back to the house, and it was a Hindu person on my husband's side of the family. And we had the traditional kedgeree and potato curry. Incredible. It was a hot day, so they served watermelon. It was really thoughtfully done. It was a fantastic day. I mean, you know, as funerals go. And what do you think happened when we'd all finished eating and we came outside on this hot day, and we sat on the wall and we were chatting and catching up, and the ice cream van arrived. The ice cream van arrived, and I really feel in my heart like that was a little acknowledgement from my dad, because the ice cream van is wonderful and delightful and delicious. And mine's with the blue sauce, by the way, with screwball with the bubblegum at the bottom. It's all those wonderful things, but it was also for my dad an element of, let's see what we could get away with, because we were at a venue, whereas this other one was, you know, it just kind of came along the road and it stopped there. And anyway, it was a really wonderful moment. It really felt like a message from Dad. It was, I mean, people talk about robins and different birds and feathers and all sorts of different things. But for me, that ice cream van was my dad. And it just gave me such a good feeling. Tell me, the ice cream van is obviously not everyone's thing, but what have you experienced that you knew was a sign from one of your loved ones who's passed? Tell me what what happened that made you know they were looking out for you, looking over you, looking down on you? Yeah, what's happened in your life following someone passing that you thought, oh yeah, thank you, thank you. Tell me, share your experience, please. I'd love to hear it. Take care.